Okay, it's live.
Yes, Summer and Amber.
What?
How did you do on the test?
I did pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not do good.
Oh, really? I wish I would have done better, but I got a B, 86, I think.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not do good. I saw my score and I was just like,
Aw.
hoping when he goes back and checks the partial credits that it's stuff like rounding off or things like minor errors like that.
Right. 'Cause you were the one that at least was helping me in the practice
I
quiz.
felt like I knew everything, but apparently not.
Oh, that's too bad.
Because, in the start of the test, it says to put round your answers to 3 decimal places, right? But then some of the questions were like, okay, so put your answer in percent form. So if it's 68%, just write 68. So I was like, so do I just write 68 and not 68.000? Does it matter? I don't know. What did you guys do?
I just did 68 because that's what that question
Yeah.
said. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. So for that one I was like maybe it's 68, and then because it was specifically saying don't put the percent sign. But I was like, do you still want 3 decimal places? I'm hoping those are the little problems I had, but it was horrible.
So what was he going to go back and grade? Like, why was it going to
Stuff
change?
like that, partial credit, like if you round it off to 2 instead, because I emailed him and I said, what does that mean? You'll go back and give partial credit, and he said sometimes students do. I think he called them silly errors, where they round off to 2 decimal places instead of 3, or they accidentally invert 2 numbers, but he knows they were on the right path. He goes back and gives them partial credit, and I'm like. Maybe you're talking about me, and he was like, I checked your score. You did better than average in the class, so you should be happy with that. And I'm like, does that mean everybody else failed or what? Because it wasn't good. Yeah.
That's at least encouraging, right? Though you got more than average.
I was like, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll see on Saturday where he puts in, the minor stuff.
Right.
But yeah, I was really discouraged because I was like, I felt like I was doing all right with the homework and everything else, but apparently not.
Well, good luck then.
Oh well. All right. Enough about me. Let's take the quiz. Oh wait. Do anybody have any questions?
I had one. Oh, did Amber raise her hand?
No.
Oh, I thought
I
you
was
were.
just moving my hand.
Oh.
I mean, it was raised, but not in a question.
I was thinking like, oh, I guess I should raise my hand. I just had a simple question on the reading, where it talks about what tail is shaded when you do so it's for the alternative hypothesis, whether it's equal to, less than, or greater than. And so when it's equal, or sorry, not equal to, but so it's when it's not equal to, you shade both tails, and then when it's less than, you shade the left tail, but when it's greater than, you shade the middle and the right tail, and that's what confused me.
Wait, the middle too?
That's what it shows in the reading, the picture, and I don't know if
I like the right tail.
See, that's what I was thinking. The right tail makes sense, but I don't understand the middle one unless it's going from the z-score in the example, which was a negative z-score. But I'm not sure if that's why it was the middle. If that's making any sense at all, and it's in the reading under 4.3.2, under lesson 9. So
Teach us, Amber, the TA.
Well, I am assuming that it's going because it's the negative z-score.
Okay,
so if it's less than, you always have to shade everything to the left, and if it's more than, you have to shade everything to the right, and sometimes that includes the middle.
Okay, so if it's a positive z-score, then you would shade the middle and the left.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought, but then it was showing that the z-score could be negative or positive, so that's why I was confused. But okay. That
Wait,
answers
so
that.
if it's more than, then you shade the middle and the right.
Anything to the right.
Oh.
Because it might not be the middle if it's a positive z-score. It might just be the right tail.
Okay, so it depends on the z-score then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay, that was my only question.
I have one question. For the prep assignment, number 10, where they're talking about the average ages of people who buy second homes. It asked you to create a histogram, and I knew how to put the data into SPSS and go into chart and graph it, but I didn't know, like usually when you graph a pic, like you need two things, right? So one of them was the ages, and the other one was what? Do you understand the question?
You only choose one variable to bring over.
So you just do the ages?
Yeah, because you compute it yourself, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but then it asked me something else, and like, so was I supposed to say to do it manually, or I didn't know how to do that? How did you do that?
So just from the data that it gave of those 15 clients, you put that in the
So
SP.
I created a new thing and put in the 15 numbers.
Right.
Then I went into, chart, create chart, and selected histogram.
Yeah.
And then it asked me, I don't remember now, it asked me for another set of information, I think. And should I, at that point, have clicked to do it manually?
I don't know what you're talking. So you hit like graph, and then the
Graph.
last one, and then histogram, and
Mhm.
then you have to hit whatever variable, whatever column you did, and you hit the arrow, and then you hit OK, and then it automatically comes up with the histogram. Or
I
it
didn't
should.
do that. I'll have to go back and mess with it some more then, because I stopped there because I felt like it wanted another set. So like, I don't know how to explain it. So like my natural disasters class, every lesson we had a chart, death toll versus monetary amount of damage. So like two things to compare, like an X and Y. And so I stopped there because I thought it wanted something else to go with it. But I should be able to create a histogram with just the ages.
Right.
Okay, I'll go back and mess with it some more later. That was it for my question.
That's a cool class, by the way. I had that a couple of years ago.
It made me so paranoid of like everything, everywhere. Look at that rock! It's gonna kill us all.
Right. Yeah. Landslides. I live by a mountain. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Sorry.
Anyway, you guys ready for the group quiz?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's start.
Sounds good.
All right, 21 questions.
Which hypothesis involves equality? The null hypothesis.
Hold on a second, mine's still loading.
Oh, sorry.
I got a slow computer. Or slow internet or something.
Mine's being slow today as well.
Okay, then let me know when you guys are ready for question 3.
Alright.
So Amber, the TA Amber, are you an online student as well?
I'm on campus.
Oh, okay. But since we're an online class, then you
Yeah.
work with them. Cool.
Do you volunteer to be a TA, or is it a job? Is it an internship? Is it a requirement? Like, how does one find themselves in that position?
Well, it's a job, and so
Okay.
after I took the class, one of the teacher I took the class from asked if I wanted to be his TA, but then it didn't work with my schedule, so he referred my name to the online people. So then I did it in the fall semester, and then I'm doing it again this semester.
It's like being like one of the on-campus tutors, kind of. But you probably do a lot more work checking with all the classes and the students, probably.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm good to go.
Yes, same here.
Cool. So on question 3, I said the null hypothesis.
Is equal because it doesn't change, right? It doesn't go up or down.
It's equal because that's the status quo, that's what's true. That's what we believe to be true or assume to be true, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So we all agree?
Yep.
Okay.
The null hypothesis.
Right
Right?
before as well?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, right?
Yeah.
No?
4 is null hypothesis, yeah.
Okay.
Which of the following represents the alternative hypothesis for a two-tailed test? It would be the third one, right?
Right, which
Yeah,
is,
not
it's not equal to, yeah.
Okay.
It's the first one, yeah. So it's less than
less
10, yeah.
Yeah.
So right now it would be greater than the second.
Second one, yeah.
Sweet.
So far, so good, hopefully.
Okay. Remember that we determine the outcome of a hypothesis test by comparing the p-value to the level of significance for that A thing,
Alpha,
alpha.
the fish.
Is it p-value is low, so
P is less than alpha.
p is less than alpha, yeah. Because if the p is low, then we
Equal to or greater than, then we.
accept the null.
Yeah.
So it's that first one. P-value is, or no,
Less
I'm sorry, less than. It's the second one.
Okay.
So 9, right? Which
Oh,
one?
wait.
No, if it's failed to reject, that means it was
It
equal
would be
to.
greater than. We failed to reject, so 8 would be the first one, and 9 would be the second one.
9 would be less.
The less than, yeah.
The wording. Oh, I just gotta move like a snail and
Yeah, it's like a double negative, so it's confusing.
learn English all over again.
In our math class. So 10.
I need paper.
Alternative hypothesis. So would it be 3? The average
like
claim
3.
amount is greater than 1,500?
Yeah.
Because that, yeah, null is equal to 15, yeah.
All right. Greater than 1,500.
Null hypothesis. So 11 is equal to, right?
Equal to.
Yeah. Yes. Since the sample size is large.
Yeah.
Are we still going with like the bigger than 30 is considered large?
Yeah, I think so.
That is good reasoning. I can live with that.
So it's the first one, right?
Yeah.
I always get confused.
Me too.
Law of large numbers. Do you guys remember?
Well, we know it's not the law of total probability.
Correct. So we have a 50-50 chance.
Central limit.
Central limit is shape, and law of large numbers
Is
is
spread.
spread.
Large numbers has to do with the standard deviation being close to the mean if it was large enough. The larger it is, the smaller standard deviation gets. So I think it's central limit,
Okay.
but I know nothing, as the last test proved.
No, that's not true. That's kind of what I was thinking it was, because just reading the homework, I remember it talking about that one and not the law of large numbers, but I can be wrong.
I have here in my notes for the review that if the sample size of the sample mean is normal, then the spread is normal if the thing is large. For the central limit theorem is
Okay.
what my tongue is trying to say and not working.
So it's central limit theorem. Okay.
Sweet.
The following is this test statistic.
Wouldn't it be Z?
Z-score.
Z.
The
What is this?
statistic is the X with the line over it.
Are you sure?
Oh, wait, hold on.
I remember them saying something about it's not going to be X bar, but it's going to be Z. But I could be totally wrong on that.
Yeah, it would be the Z-score is the test. Yep.
Right.
I went to the wrong spot in my notes.
So Z-score.
Alright, I gotta write this all down. 150, standard deviation 40.
Okay.
Z scores associated with this test.
Pull out the.
Okay, so we're doing 144 minus
Minus 150. Negative 6. Yeah.
1 over 40,
40 divided by
36.
Square.
the square root of 36.
No.
So I got 240.
That is not what I got.
I'm
Then
still writing.
I might have done it wrong.
Usually, we wouldn't get a Z score like that.
That's what I was thinking. Negative 6. I also am just doing it on my computer. I don't have anything to write down on. So let me try it again.
Negative 6 divided by what?
Divided
40
by
over
40.
the square root of 36.
Yeah.
Square root of-
Okay, I got negative 0.89.
I got negative 0.9. Did you round off before you got to the end?
So because I'm using my calculator, I didn't write the full-on answer, so that could be why.
I guess it depends on your calculator how far you would have got. I got 6 points, lots of 6s, 7,
Right.
and
I
that.
did. Yeah, I did too. But I only wrote like 2 6s, so
So it'd be 6,
I
6,
also got
7.
negative 0.9.
yeah, that's what Lucy got too. Mine's negative 0.9 if I round it. Did you guys?
There's
Three
nothing to
decimals.
round.
We do negative 0.900.
What I put in.
So negative 0.900. Where's the p-value? Okay, man, that's a high. It's confusing because it's a high number, but that means it's small, right? Yeah. So we only do the left tail.
Because we're looking for less than.
Right?
And it's also negative. I'm tripped up on the negative part we talked about earlier, but
It's less than.
I gotta find my applet. Oh, there it is. Negative 0.9. So our
0.1841.
Yeah.
0.8159. Am I doing something wrong?
You put in negative 0.9 and shaded the left-hand side? Is that?
Yes, I did.
and no shaded also, just the left.
Let me remember. Or is it above? What's?
She
Oh,
thinks
so you
that
got 0.1841?
Yes.
Yeah, that's if you only shade the left, so yeah.
Which is what you do, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the answer is 0.1841 or 0.184.
Yeah.
184.
What inference would you make about the null hypothesis for this problem? What was that null hypothesis?
our z-score
I
is
thought it was
greater than our
equal to.
p-value.
Yeah. What is our?
Or no. Alpha
So if the z-score
less than p,
point
then
zero
we fail
five.
to reject
What's
it.
our alpha?
0.05.
And the p-value was greater than the alpha, right?
0.05
Yeah.
or 0.5? Where am I? 0.05. Okay, it's greater than. So we fail to reject the null hypothesis.
Right. Which
Okay.
means we accept the null hypothesis.
Yeah. Well, we fail to prove that it is not right.
Right. Way to be.
sometimes it just feels a little ridiculous. I don't know, but
Right.
Did you notice some of the answers were like, state your answer in English, and I was making this joke like, what other language did you think I was going to use? But now I know why. The English is important.
Yes.
Okay, what is your conclusion for this problem?
So we have insufficient evidence that the true population is the alternate hypothesis.
Is less than 150.
Yes.
We have insufficient evidence that the true population mean is less than 150.
150.
Third one,
Sure.
less than.
Insufficient evidence. But if we proved it to be right, and I mean, I know it's not right, but that means that we still have insufficient evidence?
We have
mean-
insufficient evidence for the alternative hypothesis,
Okay,
but we don't have sufficient evidence for the null hypothesis.
gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, which would have been if it was talking about equal to.
Right.
Okay, I like that.
I believe question 9 is type 1.
19.
Tell me what you guys think.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Which one I have? Rejected.
I have to look at this chart.
I know, I did too, the chart.
No hypothesis. When the no hypothesis is true. Type 1.
Yeah.
Yep,
Just gonna carry this little picture around with me.
type 1. That was a question on the homework.
Number 20.
Yeah.
Was it?
Pretty sure.
Except it was backwards on the homework.
What
You'll
number
see.
was it on the homework?
Oh, it was on 9I.
D.
Or, no, I'm sorry, D. Yeah. Anytime I typed in an answer, it added a letter.
On the homework or the prep? The prep,
I'm
right?
just looking at the text assignment.
Yeah, the preparation for this. I don't do the individual homework until later in the week. So 9, the last question, 9.
Because if our our alpha decreases here, so it would increase, making a type 2 error. Because that would be the backwards wording from 9D, right?
I thought it would switch to type 1 then.
I guess that could be valid.
Ugh.
Whoa.
Sorry.
But with that, I have written here that when we have a small alpha, the probability of a type 1 error is low, and our alpha is really small with 0.01.
Right.
So that wouldn't increase either.
So that didn't make sense.
So for 9D, it would
increase the level of significance.
increase. That's what I got. So if we want to decrease type 2, it would increase.
Probability that the knowledge is true. I'm not sure.
So the opposite would be if we decrease the level of significance, then you would increase type 1.
That's what I was thinking. Because it's not type 2, according to the homework question.
Well, the level of significance is the probability of committing a type 1 error.
So does that mean there are two probabilities? Okay, so sorry. So for 9D, it says if we decrease the probability for type 2, we increase the level of significance, right? Does that mean that if we increase the probability for type 2, then we decrease the level of significance?
Yes.
Okay, now where was I going with that?
So, Amber, what did you say again?
What error it is? Well, it's lower than, so we did reject it. So that means it's a type 2, right?
I don't think it is.
I don't know what I'm doing. All right, Amber, the TA, teach us.
Okay, well, the level of significance is the probability of committing a type 1 error.
Uh-huh.
If you decrease that, then you're going to increase the probability of committing a type 2 error. So whatever you do to a type 1 error, like if you increase it, then the type 2 will decrease. But if you decrease the type 1, then the type 2 will increase.
So it is the probability of a type 2 error will increase.
Mm-hmm.
But yet the homework made it sound the complete opposite.
Yeah, that you flip them. Okay. So the answer is the second one.
Right.
2 will increase.
Okay. Isn't it when...
How do you do 21?
Compute the probability.
Like when there aren't a whole bunch of other numbers to plug in.
Right. I'm drawing a blank too. I was thinking that's 1/20th.
I think something about this is brought up in the text. I'm going to check it out.
It would just be the 0.05, wouldn't it?
That's what I was, yeah. That's all I can figure out. I don't see anything in the homework. It's 1 in 20 chance, but that's not what they're looking for. Well, same thing.
Where did you get 1 in 20 from?
Just from the homework, it talked about 0.05 is usually the one they use, and that's a 1 in 20 chance. So you divide 1 over 20, and that equals 0.05.
Okay.
So 0.01 is 1 divided by 100. So yeah, I don't see any other way of, but...
I'll submit it. Tell you guys if the coast is clear.
Well, I was going to ask Amber, do you have any insight into what that means?
So, in your textbook somewhere, I can't remember the exact section at the moment, but it tells you that the definition of the level of significance is the probability of committing a type 1 error, so it would just be the 0.0.
Okay. So it's the same thing, because
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah, that's the definition of it.
Like a trick question.
Yeah,
Point-
it says compute on there. That's ridiculous. Oh, I'm computing it with my brain.
Yeah. I feel like,
Alright. Submit.
yep, I submitted. So far, so good.
I know.
Sweet. Yeah.
Ah, I marked something wrong. I always do this. I click on the screen when I go to drag it, and then it changes my answer.
No.
Ugh. Anyways, I'll go back and change that.
Do you know the right answer?
Yeah, it was number 3. It's the null hypothesis, and
Oh,
I
okay.
know it. Something else happened. Anyway,
That's
so we're
awesome.
good for the week then.
Yes, and I will post the link on our.
Okay, great. And then Amber, you'll let us know if you'll end up being able to make it or not with your new
Yeah, I'll
job.
let you know on my dinner break Thursday, like, what time it'll be. Because I have no idea.
Oh, so we might meet at a different time then?
Did you want to reschedule, Amber? That way you
I'm
don't
that
lose the point.
solid all week. I trained for 6 days for that solid amount of time, so I'm more or less screwed when it comes to homework next week. So I'll just let you know if I'm going to be able to make it or not.
Okay.
The chances are not looking excellent.
Aw.
Not with that. Hopefully you get the training all done quickly. So
Yeah.
Jordan, you'll be our leader next week, but I'll send out a reminder email.
Sounds good.
Everybody good?
Sounds
be
good.
there.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Enjoy,
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
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 Bye.